Hey, good evening, y'all. Ready for our insane fights? I hope so. I really hope so. I hope we get something. Not much prep to do, just some armament chests to get absolutely wrecked on. We'll see if there's anything else. I can't train troops today. It's day 1 of MGE. I don't need any archer commanders. Hall Gaming, Logan, welcome. Don't need any archer commanders, so I don't have a spot in this MGE. So we're not doing any training today. We're just gonna open some armament chests, and if there's KvKs to watch, great. We'll go do that. If there's not, then hang out. Maybe grown barb chain. I don't know. Bears still suck. Yes. And Aaron Rodgers finally got traded today. Yay! It is a happy day in northeastern Wisconsin. The drama queen is gone. Alpha, how's it going? Little fat fingers there. Just going through and running a barb for it real quick. Might as well. No, not to the Jets. To the Jets. I guess they swapped first-round draft picks. The Packers got a second-round draft pick, a sixth-round draft pick, and a conditional second round in 2024, which turns into a first-round pick in 2024 if Aaron Rodgers takes 65% of the snaps this year. So I'm totally fine with the deal. Totally fine with the deal. Hey, Josh. I'm just ecstatic that the drama queen is out of Green Bay. So armament chests, we have a few to open today. We'll do that here in a little bit when we get a few more viewers on the stream. 20 blues, 59 purples, and 30 legendaries. Stitch, yes, 100%. I am dying. My girlfriend left for the week for Italy. Oh boy. I will let Callow know to stay well away from her. Is it just a business trip? Is she going for fun? Just the only thing I'd be worried about is that she needs some hot Italian stud over there. So yep, Kingsland opens tomorrow. I mean, it's no secret if you look at the map. It's pretty damn obvious we're jumping the wall here. We'll see yet if we go up to the red folks or down to the blue folks. The red guys are so close though. Ooh, that's the weird thing with this Kingsland map, right? I mean, you got the same distance on each side. This is pretty much a square. Yet the folks on the bottom and the folks on the top, they've got so much more space up here and only one pass. I mean, they've got multiple places they can jump the wall up here, plus a pass to get through. We've got one pass to get through and one place we can jump the wall. Same with on the opposite side here. So I don't understand the Lilith logic here of the getting into Kingsland. Yeah, she's in Italy. Callow show her around. Callow show her what to do, what not to do. I don't quite understand the Kingsland here. I mean, these guys on the bottom, they get to build some flags before anyone's going to touch them. Same with our allies on the top, but I guess it is what it is. We'll find out tomorrow. Hey, Dark Yami, good to see you. Watching some of that 2338 2100 KvK earlier. It looked very interesting. Maybe we'll jump over there and watch that once Beast is done streaming for the evening. The 1875 KvK looks like 1875 cleared Chisgle's Restart Kingdom out of Kingsland in their Nile KvK. So Dayami. Let's see, where am I here? Oh, hey, look, I'm still 18th in honor, and I'm really not trying. Just chaining when I can chain, running a few forts here and there. I'll take it. If I can stay top 20 with very little effort, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Lost Canyon, I'd love to see all the zeros over here. Where are you in Canyon Stitch? Oh, 22nd? Come on, you can do better. Yeah, 75 went ham. I was watching Dirty Dan stream last night and they were just crushing it. 1875 was, that is. All right, we might as well get on with this, right? Armaments. We'll do these 4 at a time. Garbage. All garbage. You know what? Let's do a few for arch formation, right? Still garbage. 2 infantry, but very low stats. Same 2 cavalry, but very low stats. Let's just fuck around here. Let's do 4 for echelon. Of course, they're all the blues. Alright, screw it. Let's do all 8. 2 infantry and all damage. That's not bad, but it's not going to replace anything I currently got. Alright, blues are done. Do 7 at a time? Well, we can try that. What the hell? The reason I do like 4 or 8 generally is because 8 is a lucky number in China, right? Oh, triple cavalry. We'll lock that one just in case. Italics is defense. That would be great for siege units, right? Now it's got an inscription. We'll lock it down. We'll keep it. What the hell? Archer, siege. Archer, troop load, cavalry health. Yeah, 1 there we're saving. Archer, infantry. Increased troop load on wedge formation. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Yeah, Dirty Dan's Fame Alliance had very little territory there. 875 kind of bailed them out. But that's what allies do, right? That's what allies do. Barbarians, that's awesome. Thank you. Cavalry. Gold gathering speed, yes, for wedge formation. All right. We've got the Lilith luck going on today. Once again, troop load for wedge formation. Thank you, thank you. Archer defense and archer health. That ain't bad, but we'll lock it. Maybe we can use it on the third or fourth archer march. Ooh, infantry, and all damage. I don't believe that's better than anything I got now, though. But just in case, just in case. Hey, what's up, Pluto? If you guys don't know Plato Gaming yet, jump over and give him a quick subscription. He does Rise of Kingdoms content, and he does Call of Dragons content. His kingdom is in a KvK as well. I believe they're doing Siege of Orleans, and he's in one of the Imperium kingdoms, so that should be a fun time. Lock that just because it's health. Come on, give me a good one. Normal attack. And yeah, we don't need to lock that. Getting wrecked here again on the Armament slot machine. Oh, let's reset ourselves here. Let's reset ourselves here. Do something different for a second, and then go back and do the legendary ones, right? Come on, give me something good. Whenever the wielder's troop launches a normal attack, it has a 10% chance to reduce the target's defense. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, that's a nice inscription. Hey, GG, thanks for the subscription. Past 10, our Kingsland pass opens at 12 UTC in the morning. So, what is that, 14 hours from now? Ooh, that's a lot of archer health there. Infantry attack, infantry health. Come on, be good, be good. 3% less counterattack damage. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? There's a double inscription there. Watch, it's like gold gathering speed and troop load capacity. Deep breath. Deep breath. Galloping, march speed. Okay, okay. Vitality increases the health. Okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad. The attributes are garbage, right? But vitality and galloping, they're not gathering. They're not barbarian inscriptions. So we like that. We like that. I like that. Once we can put new attributes on, that might be one we work into the rotation, right? So yeah, it doesn't show quite yet. It'll show 12-hour. The 12-hour countdown will start at reset here, I'm sure. All right, so let's go look. Let's go look. We always go through our archers first because we like archers the most. I really don't think there's anything I'll be able to replace here. Got something with a nice inscription. Hey, Holt. Good to see you. Yeah, did you see the double inscription though I got? Quite happy about that. Just got this one. No, this is one I had before, sorry. I don't think I got anything that I can replace for Boudica here, right? I mean, I'm not taking off a triple stack with a with an inscription, even if it's purple, unless I get something absolutely phenomenal. This would take away what is enduring. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no. I mean, I like the march speed, definitely like the march speed, but I'm not taking off 1.9% health and 2.5% attack for a little bit of march speed and counterattack. No, that just no. Let's go to Nevsky. So the attributes on Nevsky are not all that fantastic, right? 545161. But he's got some very nice inscriptions. Defense, extra skill damage, extra rage, another skill damage. Why don't we just do this? Let's just look at the armaments that we got. I really don't think any of the ones I got can replace any of my top marches, so let's go back to... Let's look at my third infantry march, which is Herald. That's triple stack. I don't remember getting any triple stacks today. So is that. Alright, surely we got something better than this now. The biggest slot machine since I got back. Hey Sean. On KvK 1 it's basically a 1 versus 2. Is it best to just build till we meet them and then just back build and defend? Garrison seems to be very overpowered so far in KvK 1. Honestly, when I did KvK 1, there were what, 3? There were multiple there. Now KvK 1 is only 4 kingdoms, right? So how is it a 2 versus 1 or a 1 versus 2? Aren't there 4 kingdoms there? Is one kingdom just farming? Cat, what's going on? Good evening. Sined is here as well. I mean, if you can back build flags and you can drain them of resources and then make a counter push during their downtime, that might be the way to go. Vanity, what's going on? What are my marches? We can go through my marches in just a minute here. But this will kind of give you a preview. Alright, so yeah, I did not know. Stay focused. Stay focused, Lambeau. I don't think we got anything even that's better than... That's more health. Yeah, KvK 1 is 4 kingdoms only now. Oh, one of them had a civil war right before KvK and everyone left. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, backbuild flags or, you know, I mean, hell, it's KvK 1. I understand everyone wants to fight, but you don't have the SOC commanders yet, so maybe your leadership can come to an agreement with the other 2 kingdoms and say, hey, you know, what if we just have a kumbaya KvK? We all get out of here in one piece? Save up for KvK 2, save our gold heads, save all our shit. Because we're all looking to get into Season of Conquest eventually, right? Did you see? This is not the one I just got. Where's the one I just got? Which slot was that in? Maybe that was it. Yeah, galloping and vitality. Oh boy, Beast is raiding. Thank you, Beast. Welcome to the new viewers. Ten marches? Well, yeah, kind of. So we'll go through it here. We'll go through it here since you asked, right? So generally I run 3 infantry, 3 archer, 1 infantry, and 1 cavalry. So it's Boudica Arty. And it's a good thing I'm doing this, right? Oops, hello. Boudica Arty, Nebu YSG, Gilga Tommy. I have a Manitor Arty for Garrison. I have Gilga Henry for rallies. Then my infantry marches are Guancipio. Why are these all at 430? Sargon CJ. If I want to bring a third infantry march on the field, it would be Harold and Alex. Support march is Trajan Mulan. And then garrison is Zenobia Heracles. Cavalry marches. My one cavalry march is Nevsky Joan. Second cavalry march would be XY Mehmed. Third cavalry march, should I decide to bring 3 on the field for any reason, would be your Chandragupta de William. And then this is my just general all-purpose speed farm killing, whatever. And this is my super fast march for grabbing arcs, grabbing runes, and so forth. So, yeah, I'm an expedition beast. So if you set up your lineup in expedition mode here, then it's not going to matter if you're running. Say you're running a 50% expansion or a 25% expansion. If you set your lineup in expedition mode here, it's going to automatically give you the max number of troops when you're actually fighting on a KvK map or an home kingdom. So set your lineup in expedition here, specifically the slot for the rally, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to constantly use the sliders when you're sending out marches. Yeah, I mean, Sean, at the end of the day, if y'all are getting curb stomped, then, just fold, I mean, as long as you're giving it a try and you're fighting your hardest, and if they're still spanking you, then just, save your stuff for the next KvK. There's no shame in that. Artie William is a good garrison here. If you say so. Honestly, it's not something I would try. Not something I would try. So yeah, I try to set all my marches up in expedition. That way, if I'm in arc and using a 50% expansion, it automatically sends out the troops. I don't have to adjust the sliders or anything, so on and so forth. Looks like a gold pit was just built, is that right? Yep, so excuse me for one moment. Oop, somebody remind me, I gotta recycle armaments. I just want to get my troops in this gold pit from my farms here before I forget. And then if Beast is done streaming, maybe we'll jump over and we'll watch his KvK for a bit. I don't ever try and watch friends' KvKs if they're streaming it themselves. Hell, it's more fun to get that perspective from somebody who's actually playing in the KvK anyway than somebody who all they see is red marches. I've been slacking on my farms, as you can tell by all the red dots. I just make sure they're in the gold pit. Really. If I needed resources, I'd probably be a bit more diligent, but I haven't been going through these much. A couple times a day, maybe. Nevsky Joan, XY William, Boudica Artie, Ebu ISG, Ron Sargon, Scipio Honda, Trajan Ethel. Best 7 in your opinion? That's a good lineup. That's a very good lineup. Sargon CJ packs quite a punch for me. That's why I like it. If we want to look at gear, we can do that as well here in a second. And I like the AOE that Mehmed provides behind XY. William's a top tier commander. Don't get me wrong, and you know I'll sometimes flip back and forth between Mehmed and William, but in those murder balls, as much AOE as you can get. I mean, the way I fight is I'll charge in first, and I will do as much damage as I possibly can. I will sad face all of my marches, and then my teammates have an easier time cleaning up behind me. And we got a lot of power players here in the kingdom, but we've got a number of players here that don't max tack, that don't spend on tack, that don't spend at all, and I want to make sure they get their kills too. So I like to go in, target a march, get it down to yellow, switch to a different target. Shit, I should not have collected that. It is training day. You know, and get as many marches down to yellow as I can before my marches sad face and go home, so that others can come in and clean up the mess. William's AoE is so teeny tiny, it's not even funny. Admini is 7 marches. Nevsky Joan, Tariq Alex, Sargon CJ, Bon Scipio, Trajan Milan, Boudica YSG. Working on your second archer mark. Yeah, that's super solid, man. Super solid. Alright, so gear. Let's look at gear. I'm not making any gear today because I can only refine a couple of things, and there's some specifics that I'm working on. So this is Boudica. Nevsky. Gilga. Nevsky. See, these boots are at 75. I want to either complete these boots or build another legendary accessory before I do any other refining. So I am laser focused with a goal in mind, which is rare. Usually I'm all over the place. XY. See, this is why we need the legendary accessories. Then we'll go to Guan, and I know this is not the ideal, quote-unquote perfect infantry march, or infantry gear, but it is what it is. Sargon? Nope, that's Gilga. Those two guys look alike. Right now he's got blue stuff on, but when I am fighting with him, this is his set here. Bulgogi said, try Tariq, Alex. You won't regret it. Yeah, my Tariq's not done, so. Hey, Jake. Jake is yet another content creator. Tesh is here as well. If you don't know Jake, you haven't subscribed to Jake's channel, head on over there, give him a subscription as well. Jake does a lot of different things on his channel, from what's that stupid game that all the kids play? Not Warzone. Jake does a lot of Warzone content, but he does, I forget whatever that stupid, what's that stupid game where you build the things and it's a first person shooter? Anyway, it'll come to me in a minute. This is Sargon, right? Third Infantry March. If I run it, I would put on my Richard gear. That's on Richard right now. That would go to Harold Alex. Trajan, if I'm running him in the field. He's so damn slow, I gotta put the blue gear on Trajan. Fortnite, yes, Fortnite, that's it. He plays Overwatch too, yeah, so yeah. I mean, Jake plays a lot of stuff on his channel, and he's very engaged with his viewers as well, so jump over there, say hello to Jake. So yeah, Trajan, I've got full windswept on Trajan, for the simple fact that if I don't, he'll get to the fight too late. And my third, if I run 3 cavalry marches, is also fully loaded with windswept. Again, this is my speed march. So if I have to run, or if I want to run 3 marches, this will flip over to Chandragupta. How many deads this KvK? Not many. Not many. Our allies are not fighting. Our enemies are not fighting. So these deads are from zeroing a rogue player in our own kingdom 3 separate times. And I mean, okay, you can't zero him because you can't take his resources in KvK, but killing all his troops in his city. So yeah, I mean, recap of our KvK. It has been the most boring KvK that I have ever had in 4 years of playing this game. The first thing that opens in these KvKs is this past 5. The enemy got past 5 on their side, but they didn't come in to fight us, not even once for this holy site. And you can only bring 1 army in here. It's like a dark altar. It's the Shrine of Ra. They didn't even come in once. Hey, Dracul. Chilsey. Yes, I am so happy Rogers is finally gone. The drama queen has left Green Bay. So our enemies didn't come in here to fight at all. Then Pass 6 opened. We free burned into Pass 6. Absolutely no problems there. No resistance whatsoever. Not even I mean, there was 1 city in here and a guy poured it in and I jumped him right away. That's how I have a whopping 79,000 kills this KvK. Other than that, there was no fighting for anyone. Most of my teammates have 0 kills. The next pass to open was this Pass 8 here into this Font of Ra, again, like a dark altar. Enemy took their pass for the rewards, then they disconnected their territory. They haven't fought us a single time in here. Next pass to open was Pass 9. And once again, they even waited 12 hours before they took this pass for the pass rewards. They just let us build right in here unopposed. Absolutely no resistance whatsoever. So we haven't seen any action this KvK. Meanwhile, this Red Kingdom has been fighting the Orange Kingdom. Orange is our allies. This Blue Kingdom has been fighting this Red Kingdom. Red is our allies. So it is what it is. It is what it is. They don't want to fight us. They're scared. Absolutely. The thing is, we want to get into another KvK as quickly as possible, but we have, right now, I think we have 7 people lined up to come into this kingdom after our KvK ends. So we want to get 7 people in, and I think Kat said she's got something like another 10 interviews to do. So we want to at least get those people into the kingdom before we go into another KvK. So we might skip the first pop, go in on the second. We might go in on the first if everybody can get here in time. So I don't know. The enemies claim that 1570, and we can look at 1570. Right, they're 10 billion power, and they've got some high power players. with some very good stats, right? You know, our enemies say, oh, 1570 is an A seed kingdom playing in a D seed KvK. They're only 10 billion power. It's a one alliance kingdom. How can they be an A seed kingdom, right? Yeah, they got some players in here that are high power, high kills, high deads. They fight hard. That's apparent by their stats, you know, and they have spenders. You know, our kingdom's the same way. We've got, and we're looking at my farm. Don't look at the kill points on my farm. You know, we've got some absolute killers on our side. Got some high power players that spend money on crystal tech and fight hard in KvK. No doubt about it. But there's no way we're two A seed kingdoms playing in a D seed KvK. Sure, we have players who have played in Imperium Kingdoms, who have killed it in Imperium Kingdoms, but we're here chilling. We're here chilling. We just want to fight. And the thing that frustrates me the most is, you know, they're not even fighting at these Spring of Ra and Font of Ra. I mean, hell, they don't even come and kill AFK troops here. I mean, what the fuck is up with that? I mean, seriously, how many kingdoms have you ever seen not come and kill AFK troops? You know, whatever. I guess somebody from 1570 called them poor farmers, and that hurt their feelings. So they're not going to give us any kills because they got their feelings hurt. You know what? It's just words. It's just words. At the end of the day, if you're letting somebody's words hurt you, then it's your own damn problem. Kingdom kills? Yeah, I can. We can do alliance kills. Got 1570, who's in our starting zone, and us. And then these guys are allies. I think 43 is allies. So I get it. I get it. Our enemies are fighting some kingdoms that fight. You know, they're not, it's not going to be a walk in the park for T4K. It's not going to be a walk in the park for 41DT. I get it. It's not going to be a walk in the park for GTD or BLD. You know, but I mean, come on. Come on. What do you expect? It's KvK. I get it. I get it. Y'all are playing in a C and a D kingdom. But that doesn't mean you can just come into a KvK and expect not to meet people who fight. Yeah, I think we've already pissed off a couple of kingdoms here, Tesh. So I don't know. You know, like I told our enemies, we're gonna remember this. You know, it's inevitable that we'll meet again in a KvK somewhere, and we will remember. We will remember. So I don't know if they're going to fight in Kingsland tomorrow or not. A lot of people think, oh, they're just going to take the level 10 passes and for the rewards, and they're not even going to come into Kingsland. Personally, I am hoping that blue comes this way toward us. I am hoping that red comes down this way toward us. I am hoping that they are laser focused on our A seed kingdoms and a D seed KvK, and they try and test us. You know, I'm hoping they put up some fights. I took the day off of work tomorrow just because there's that slim chance that they will come and fight. So we'll see. If they do, they do, and I'll be streaming in the morning and we'll have some fun. If they don't, then I'll be streaming in the morning, and y'all are gonna have to show up and keep me awake. It is 3 days then. You know, Heroic Anthem, Strife of the Eight. Once you get into Kingsland, you can go through any of these passes. King of the Nile's a bit different. get into Kingsland, and then this level 10 pass is still semi-protected for 3 days. So it'll be 3 days before we can get through either of these level 10 passes. At the same time that those level 10 passes go unprotected, the level 9 pass is unprotected as well. So, you know, once we can get through this level 10 pass or this level 10 pass, we'll be able to get through this level 9 pass up here too. So better believe we'll be going full bore through the level 10 and through the level 9. And hope to God there are cities off territory in here, or there are cities off territory in here that we can just loot the fuck out of, right? Into 2581, we'll treat you fights. This, you know, normally fights are not a problem. Every KvK I've been in since I've been in 1029, I've gotten 1 billion kill points or more. It's not a problem until this KvK. No. Mad says he'll go to 2581 if Dan accepts his 65 million alt. That's not bad, Pete. 74 million power for your main and alt are at 74 million power. I read that wrong. I thought you were saying your main alt is at 74 million cup power. I hate free for all. Every crystal. So yeah, I'm just hoping we get fights tomorrow. That's all there is to it. I mean, I understand our enemies feel like the Lilith didn't match them well. You know, there's a video I made at the start of the KvK where we looked at the power of all the kingdoms, and it was fairly even. Now, kills was a different story. At the start of KvK, us and our allies, we had 900 billion kill points. Our enemies had like 300 billion kill points. That's not our fault. It's not our fault Lilith smashed you with some kingdoms that actually fight. You know, blame Lilith then. And then, I mean, the thing that did suck, not for us, but ultimately for us, because we're not getting fights right now, is they put the number 1 and number 2 kingdoms as far as kills go. So they put the number 1 C kingdom for kills and the number 1 D kingdom for kills in the same starting zone. You know, so I get it. I get that part, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's see what's going on. Oh, nope, I gotta recycle armaments. Y'all didn't remind me. Remember, I'm old. I forget these things. All the drug use in the 1980s, my short-term memory is not what it used to be. Ooh, nice. We're getting 42. Let's look. Where are we at now? 98. Still 82 away from our 3rd inscription shard. I wonder why they have low kills. Because they don't fight. I have had multiple kingdoms that were our enemies in the past come to me and say, oh, these kingdoms are garbage. These kingdoms you're playing are garbage. 2541 is garbage. I mean, they're not kingdoms that are like, okay, I would expect them to have low kills if they were all kingdoms like, in the 25, 26, 2700 range. But I mean, we've got 1323, we've got 1358, we've got 1410. We've got 1736, 1796. It's not like they're all brand new kingdoms playing their first season of Conquest. So 12 UTC, Lawrence. And I don't know if there will be fighting. 12 UTC is when the pass is open. It's yet to be determined if the enemy fights. All right, so this is that free-for-all KvK with 2338, 2100 in pink, 38 is in blue, 2100 is in pink or purple, however you want to look at that. And what is this, 73 or 53? I forget. Let's find out. 1753. Okay. They are in blue. 1021 is also here in yellow, but they're really not doing anything because they had a bunch of people migrate out, which is why this is a free-for-all to begin with. Looks like 2100 just cut some RI-38 territory here. They're building this way, building this way. I saw 2338 refocused over here on 53 though, so my guess is 38 is just going to go this way, go clockwise around the ziggurat so that they still have territory until ultimately 2100 comes through here and cuts them at the knees, right? Because all these 38 flags are free burning over here. 38's now over here fighting 53. Whose flags are free burning over here. So yeah, there's a lot of action here earlier. That's kind of boring. Yeah, I would agree, Tesh. I would agree. 2100 looks super strong. And that's got to suck for 38, right? I mean, they've got two 800 million power whales in their kingdom. That just got there too, if I remember correctly. And now is a good time for our messages from our sponsors. If you've not yet subscribed, it is 100% free. Greatly appreciate it. Click that like button if you're enjoying the content. Yep, 38 was an Imperium. Or very close to it. I'm pretty sure they were Imperium. I think this was 2 or 3 Imperiums in this KvK. Yeah, the father and son duo, Lion, and I forget what the other guy's name is. We can look here in a second. Also, we are now live with memberships. Join the Touchdown Club. If you don't want to spend the money and join yourself, make sure you have enabled gifted memberships on the channel. From time to time, there are very generous benefactors that pop in and do drop some membership gifting. So make sure you have that enabled. And commercial number 3. Many of you already know, but Electro King does a ton of graphics for me. Logos, graphics, intros, outros, recruiting posters, whatever you need from a graphics standpoint, Electro King is your man. Low prices, fast turnaround time. And he is a fellow Rise of Kingdoms player. What resources? I don't have any resources. I'm down below 20 billion. Come on. That's resources from 10 farms and high activity. Were they in 1254 previously? So let's look. Let's find them, right? I know the other day on stream when we were watching this, we saw Lion or whatever his name is bubbled on the front line. Which, to see an 800 million power player bubbled, kind of rubbed a few people the wrong way. If I pass them, let me know. I don't think they're in this alliance, though. There's about a third player they brought along. Got in trouble with 1254. Make a deal with the enemy and TP. They rally your city so you can get your 30 million. Who, me? Hey Pete, I am very happy the Drama Queen is out of Green Bay. No need to apologize. Very happy he's gone. I am looking forward to some exciting games with the new quarterback, Jordan Love. So here's one of them, right? Mr. Hope, I believe that's the son. 840 million power. I mean, it's a newer account though, right? 6.9 billion kill points. 48.8 million deads. So a lot of deads for it being a newer account. I don't know what he started KvK with. Here's Wild Lion. Right around the same. Here's the R5, 12.9, almost 13 billion kill points. 50 million deads. Slightly newer account than those other two, but so I mean, draw your own conclusions, right? Draw your own conclusions. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, Tesh. Sorry, just going through my routine, checking everything. There's some gems. Any other KvKs out there you guys know that there's fighting going on? Several Kingslands just opened up yesterday. $600 million down to 60 million would be fun. I wholeheartedly agree. And I mean, look, okay, so here's what a real Kraken does during KvK, right? And where are we here? Alliance. I want to go to Alliance. Here's what a real Kraken does during KvK. 40 million dead. 55 million dead. All T5 troops. Okay, I mean, that's what I would expect out of 800 million power players fighting in a top seed Imperium A Kingdom in KvK like that. Power means nothing if you don't use it. Ahmed Aziz, Arvix, yeah. Yeah, two huge fighters. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if y'all have heard the story, but last KvK, MF random teleported in front of, and we can't get in the zone in this KvK, right? But in last KvK was Heroic Anthems, we were able to get in the zone. MF random teleported and landed right next to an enemy's pass into Kingsland. And for over an hour, they tried to rally the pass, and MF would swarm the rally down. So they couldn't take their pass into Kingsland because MF swarmed every single rally going to that pass down. All they did was target his troops and attack his troops, but he was still able to swarm every single rally down. So that enemy kingdom never even got into Kingsland. By the time they took the pass, our allies had blocked it off with their territory already. I mean, that's the type of thing a 800 million power Kraken can do. You know, last KvK, MF and I, as soon as the first zone opened, we both random teleported, and both of us, and I have a video out there, a live video. I was streaming at that time. Both of us landed near the enemy's gate into the first zone. And all we did is hit marches coming out of the gate, and they folded real quickly. Yeah, I have the day off tomorrow. I don't know as MF will go to an Imperium again. He's what I like to call semi-retired. He logs on daily, does some daily stuff. Doesn't play the game nearly as much as he used to, but I guarantee you, if there was fighting, MF would be here fighting with us. Guarantee. I mean, he's done everything there is to do in the game other than win Arc League. So at some point it gets a little bit boring, especially when you got a lot going on outside of Rise of Kingdoms. And you got a family with young kids, you got businesses. Alright, I don't want to bore you all barb chaining, so what KvK can we watch? I guess we'll just watch that one until somebody gives me something else, somewhere else to go, right? But our Kingsland opens at 12 UTC. I'll be streaming in the morning, so we'll see. If there are fights, come and join us and watch. If there are no fights, watch me build flags. No, not even close. Not even close. You want to see? Here, I'll show you. Shop. No, that's not it. Where are they? Chests, the gifts. Yeah, there they are. So MF got the Master Tools bundle, and he got the Treasures bundle. So he buys all the armament stuff. That's it. That's it. He does not spend nearly the amount he used to. I mean, I got the same stuff. All right. Good night, Mad. We'll see you in the morning. Gotta call Dan if you're doing some hot flag building action. Oh, why is that? I mean, at some point in this KvK, I expect there to be some fighting. I mean, if the enemies just fuck off back to their starting zone and hide behind pass 4, the entire KvK, they're gonna, I mean, I can't imagine every single person in their kingdom is buying into the leadership deciding, hey, we're just not gonna fight these guys. I imagine there are some people that are like, what the hell are we doing? So my guess is they're so if I was in a kingdom that did that, I'd be like, that's it, I'm gone. Screw that. I would imagine that they have some players that are seriously considering leaving after KvK is over. The man lives for proper territory strategy. We got a couple people that enjoy territory as well. I'm not one of them. I am not one of them. Yeah, hopefully they fight in Kingsland for a bit. Absolutely. I agree, Magno. Yeah, exactly. At some point you got to try a little bit before you give up. I mean, and especially in the Shrine of Ra and the Font of Ra. I mean, we can only bring one march in there. Yeah, I might have max tack, but how much can my one march do if you surround it with 20 marches? Yeah, and that's you know, I could care less about the other rewards, right? But if we look at the rewards here, this iconic crystal, I need 4 million kills. This iconic crystal, I need 15 million kills. Right, so that's 2 iconic crystals that I'm missing out on right there. Coalition rewards. Some of these require kills as well. You know, I could care less about the gold heads. I could care less about, you know, the keys and the materials chests. They're nice to haves, right? Where else? I could have swore there were other iconic crystals in here. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I mean, 6 Hyrons. Okay. So we're going to get that. We're probably going to get that easy. Your camp, easy. But I'm going to miss out on a coin because I might not have 5 million kills. You know, just that type of thing. You know, sanctuaries. Miss out on a coin. So yeah, it kind of sucks from that aspect. But, you know, we can turn around and go into another KvK relatively quickly. I mean, Lord knows I don't need resources for another KvK right away. Bigger spenders, fighters in our kingdoms, but we always outnumbered the enemy. Insane activity in 2 versus 1. So you can, yeah. And if you have numbers, you can definitely outperform other kingdoms. And we've come up against that ourselves in the past. Right? I mean, anyone who studies our alliance, and I've said this time and time again, we've got outstanding kills and deaths among our officers and our R5. Right? The rest of these players are really, really good. You know, but we have some players that don't do a lot of fighting themselves. Right? Kiradim's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. You know, but we literally have 20 main accounts, plus 8 R4s, plus 1 R5. So that's what? Right around 31, 32 main accounts. Everyone, these are all farms, people. These are all farms. Every single one of these is a farm. We're not scary. If you bring the numbers, you can compete. Should bait the enemy into Kingsland by building slowly and giving them false hope. Does King? Yeah, I mean, I don't keep track. If King of the Nile gives you more coins, hey, the coin, like, you know, lose it on the coins. I'm not too worried about. I have more. What are these guys rallying here? Sending a naked rally with archers to the flag. Okay. That rally's gonna die miserably. Why do you do Boudica Henry? Why not do what is it, Henry Nebu? Because it gives a little bit of anti-swarm. Anyway, maybe that's why they're not winning this KvK. What was I saying? I mean, as far as the coins go, I've got one in the bank. I've got so many blueprints. I really don't have to have the coins. I've got so many legendary blueprints of things that I need to make. Sacred Dominion, Hammer of the Sun and Moon, you know, Khan's Helmet, Hydra's Blast, you know, you name it, I've got it in here. You know, I've got a horn, got a dagger, got a book, a couple of war drums. Hell, I've got 7 pendants. You know, there's stuff that I can make in here. I just don't have the materials. So the coins aren't going to do me a whole hell of a lot of good, but those iconic crystals are huge. Become the next 1960. Well, I like to say we're the 1960 of D-Seed kingdoms, right? Where's Gilga? Who knows? Who knows? Hey, Electro King. Speaking of the graphics god, give me your blueprints, please. I need them. Some of those I wouldn't mind getting rid of. It would help me focus. That's why it's so hard for me to focus on exactly what I need. I see, ooh, shiny. Let's craft this. That's why I'm laser focused now on finishing the Hellish Wasteland boots and getting more accessories. Vendor Games, good to see ya. So for those that missed it, we got a fairly nice armament today when we were opening Armament's chest, right? Yeah, the attributes are garbage, but it was a double inscription. Nope, it wasn't this one. Which one did we get again? Where are you? I swear I locked it down if I fucking recycled it. Oh, this one right here. Whew! Whew! I was freaking out there for a second. So the attributes aren't all that great. March speed, barbarians, but galloping, 2.5% march speed, and vitality, 3.5% health. So that's a nice armament that once we can redo the attributes on, we'll be rocking and rolling. Hey, I've got one. Come on, where are we? Where are you, Sanduk? Oh, was it not her I put it on? Who did I put it on? Where's your other deal over here? Who did I put that on? Was it Matilda? No. There we go. Dun dun dun. If they ever release the reroll system, yeah. Yeah, it from the time they announce something, it usually takes, what, 6 to 8 months before they implement it in the game. But I've got a couple double inscription armaments that I'm just waiting to reroll. Got a really nice one on Guan, though. I mean, Guan is stacked on inscriptions. Yeah, the attributes are garbage. 1.7, and 5%, but look at these. 10% chance to gain a 5% bonus to all damage for 3 seconds. 2.5% skill damage. I run Scipio behind Guan so he gets a shield. Healing or shield, 2% extra damage for the next 3 seconds. Another 1.5% skill damage and 2.5% health. Now that's kind of why I have the lucky coin on Guan as well, is that shield inscription. I figure with the coin firing off a shield and Scipio firing off a shield, that inscription will fire off more often. Will there be a spot for me in your kingdom in like 5 KvKs? Talk to Cat. Talk to Cat. There's an achievement for 40 special talent. How many do I have? I'm trying to remember. Where are we here? I had 27 at the start of KvK. I got 56 legendary equipment, so I got that. I got that iconic from that achievement. But hey, what's up, Ruse? First time here, welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Don't be a stranger. Lambeau is just baiting all of you, saying we only have farms. We will eat up kingdoms. We will eat up kingdoms whole. Yeah, thanks for the subscription, Ruse. Greatly appreciate it. Master's Tools is the one big bundle I almost always max right now. Yeah, that's the legendary armaments. Theo YSS is a fantastic city defense. The double AoE that it provides if your city gets swarmed is great. It was probably the best city defense, in my opinion, until Heracles came out. Now it's Heracles YSS. Crazy farming gear on my farm accounts? Not really. Not really. Just some of the blue and purple stuff. It's not all procced like it is here. I have 10 farms. 4 farms on this account. And then another 6 farms on 2 separate email addresses. 3 farms on each. Sure, Ghost. Now, as a free-to-play, do you expect to get your city attacked too often? I certainly hope not. Honestly, I don't know if I would invest in garrison commanders as a free-to-play, but I mean, I cycle through the 4 farms on this account probably every 3 hours. The other 6 farms I'll cycle through maybe twice a day. I'll run through them at night before I go to sleep to make sure that they're in the gold pit or whatever pit is built in whichever alliance they're in. And cycle through them in the morning then to make sure they're still in the pit and grab the VIP heads and things like that. I absolutely do not do all the daily quests or clear off all the red dots on my farms daily. That would be way too long. If you need Dez, just put me as garrison lead and you'll lose all your troops. You know what, Tesh? I would be willing to bet that you would not lose a flag as a garrison lead in our kingdom. Because we swarm absolutely everything. But you're sending an Attila Takeda at our flag. You're sending a Nevsky Attila at our flag. You're sending a Call Herald at our flag. It's okay. We'll swarm you. We don't care. Sean, yeah, you got that right. For free to play, your best city defense is a peace shield. Lambeau, you spend more than me and you have more farms. I actually have no hope. I'm sorry. I don't know how to respond to that, brother. It's okay. We'd swarm down a rally coming at your flag. No big deal. So the first KvK I was ever in with MF, I was in Kingdom 1052, and 1052 and 1029 were in the very first Heroic Anthem. I'm in the same camp. And, 1052 was fighting in one section of the map, and I was on voice with the 1029 folks, and MF and the guys were like, hey, we need some help up here. And John Wick was on with us. And he's like, John, Lambeau, can you come and give us a hand up here? And I'm like, sure, it's a 7-minute march, but I'm sending my troops. And MF is like, just port up here. I'm like, dude, I'll be off Alliance territory. They can rally me. MF's like, Lambeau, I will protect you. Don't worry about it. Just port up here. I'm like, all right, man, I'm coming. So I ported up by MF and Stitch and Cat and Reaper and the whole gang, and sure as shit, I got rallied. The rally didn't even touch my city. MF and the TSN guys swarmed it down before it even touched my city. They sent a second rally at me. It didn't even touch my city. It got swarmed down before it even touched my city. They didn't send a third rally. They learned their lesson after 2. So I'm like, okay, this is fun. I like this shit. I'll fight next to you guys any day. So our pass to Kingsland Ruse opens at 12 UTC. So just over 12 hours from now. The problem is our enemy has not fought us one bit this KvK. So will they fight in Kingsland? We'll see. They're fighting our allies. They're just not fighting the camp that I'm in. My strongest farm as far as power is 66.8 million. It's all T4 troops though. I don't even have T5s on that account because I want all the gold on my main account. So I purposely left it as pretty much a City Hall 24 and a half. City Hall 25, but I don't have T5 on it because I don't want to waste the gold on it. But I mean, you know, it's nice. I can here, let me show you what I do when we are fighting. It'll take just a minute here. And I hope I have a setting. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, I need to download a file for that BlueStacks to enable. Right now you're convincing me to come to your kingdom just to garrison for you guys. So I can say I'm a garrison captain. I love it. I love it. Oh, you made okay, that's probably smart. T5C, yeah, because I'm working on Margaret and Babur on several of my farms. Come on, load. You gotta click these at the same time. Yes and yes. Alright, so when I am fighting, and let's show you my desktop here. When I am fighting, this is what my ultra-wide monitor looks like. I've got my main account here. And I've got my 3 farms running in BlueStacks on the left-hand side here. So we've got our 66 million farm on the bottom. We've got our 2 other email addresses with the other farms as the top 2. So these 3 over here I'll use to fill flags and fill rallies. If I'm getting low on troops or fill up a hospital on one of these, you know, then I'll just flip to another one. You know, just as easy as that. Is it sometimes drive me crazy? Absolutely. Do I have fun? Absolutely. Lost Canyon. Yes, absolutely, 100%. So this is what I'm generally staring at when there's fighting going on. These are really teeny, hard to click on sometimes. Sometimes I'll blow them up, put them on other monitors. It depends on the day, depends on if I want to put my bifocals on or not. I mean, the only reason my farms are higher up in power is because it really doesn't matter in the kingdom we're in. If I was in a bigger kingdom and they counted heavily against matchmaking, I'd delete troops. I'd drop the power there for sure. My canyon setup, sure. So I've got Richard Constantine down here in the off lane, and then Trajan Milan with Nevsky, Joan behind, Juan Scipio, and Boudica YSG. My Richard has got this gear on it. Not the best, right? My Guan has got this gear on it. Trajan, where are you, Trajan? I think I passed you. Okay, maybe I didn't. There we go. Trajan's got this on it. So, I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement here, right? Nevsky. Just one more refinement. And then Boudica. Well, I guess it depends, Sean. I mean, if those people are in the top 300, then that all gets counted in your matchmaking. So, as far as this kingdom, if we look at individual power, I mean, our top 300, it doesn't even display 300, but I mean, oh, this is just the alliance, sorry. Oh, okay. It won't show top 300 because we're the only alliance that's even in KvK map. So, but I think our top 300, the 300th person for power is right around 1 million or something. But if your top 300, if your top 300 has, if your 300th person has like 60 million power and that's a farm, that could be problematic. You're almost there. Ruse. Kill points, I don't think they factor kill points into matchmaking, to be honest with you, Sean. And the reason I say that is because when this KvK started, they put the 2 kingdoms. Okay, so we're 4 now because we haven't had the chance to fight at all in KvK. But they put the highest kill point D seed kingdom, or C seed kingdom, which is 70 HP, at 177 billion kill points, and the highest kill point D seed kingdom in the same starting zone. If kill points were actually a factor in that matchmaking process, they would have split us up. Because we were 1 and 2. They put the top kill points and the second highest kill point kingdoms in the same starting zone. So if kill points were a factor, I don't think they would do that. Which account was yours, random? The 1 million account, or the account on the bottom? So I think they look more at power, and they look at activity. Because like I said earlier, we have 30 some odd main accounts. Our farms just farm. So our mains are the ones that are out there killing the barbarians and running forts and that type of thing. So I really think that they look at activity and they look at power more so than they do kill points. They farm kills, so how does that work? Who farms kills? 1960 farms kills? Yeah, if you want to post the link in here, Sean, go right ahead. I'll approve it. It'll pop up for a moderator to review and approve, but I'll click the approve button. Not a problem. We can look at it together though. Have I seen the 2 billion kill point farm killer? Is that the guy with like 6 million power and 2 billion kill points, all from killing farms in KvK? I saw something about it on Facebook. Okay, Thazo. I assume you had an interview and everything with Kat. Don't just come to our kingdom, right? I would assume if you're in PK that you've already gone through the interview process, but yeah. Just a reminder, if you migrate here without permission, you are food, and we will zero you. 9 million power and 2 billion kill points? Yeah. I saw some posts about that on Facebook. I don't keep track, Ruse. I really don't. If I did, I'd probably shoot myself. Okay, good. Then welcome. Welcome. Tash, really, everyone is required to fill out a paper application. I mean, it's just like interviewing for a job, basically. Everyone's required to fill out a paper application. If Kat likes what she sees, then she will set up a voice interview. Ask you different questions. I would assume questions are like, why are you migrating to this kingdom? Where are you coming from? What's your experience? What types of commanders do you have? And then she'll break down our rules for you and probably ask you what you expect to get out of the kingdom. We don't want players that are coming here that just want to ride on our coattails. We want players who are going to be active, who are going to participate, who are going to fight, who are going to communicate. The biggest thing is communication, right? The last thing we want is somebody here's an email I sent out earlier. We don't know yet if the enemy plans to fight. We must assume that they will. Please be available to help push into Kingsland and secure our territory and fight if needed. If you can't make it, we expect you to communicate this to one of the leadership team in advance of the pass opening. After Kingsland, there will be 3 days before level 9 and level 10 passes and enemy territory become available for us to move through. So, if people can't fight, we understand. People have lives. And people have jobs. If you can't fight as soon as a pass opens, just make sure you're letting us know in advance. If we come to you after KvK and say, hey, we noticed you weren't on the field for pass 6, pass 7, pass 8, pass 9, pass 10, what happened? And you say, oh, Sorry, I was traveling, or I was with family, or I had holidays, or I was on vacation, or whatever. Those are all things that you can plan in advance and communicate to us in advance, so we're not expecting people there. No, I mean, there's not a lot of gold chest pop in here, to be honest with you. Do you think it's worth going to a bigger kingdom, high A or Imperium, to stack on speed ups so you can go back to a lower seed to be more powerful? That's something I would not ever do myself. And here's why, right? If I were to go to, and let's just say 365, so that I could hoard speed ups and then come back to 1029. That would not say a lot about me as a person. Going to another kingdom just to ride their coattails, not participate, not fight, not do any of that stuff, but just hoard items, right? That would not say a lot about me as a person. That would not say a lot about the group that I represent here, TSN and 1029. And I feel like it would leave a bad taste in the mouth of the kingdom that I went to. You know, if I'm gonna go to an Imperium kingdom, an AC kingdom, and fight a KvK, I'm gonna go all out in that KvK and fight for that kingdom just like it's my own. You know, I'm not gonna go somewhere just to hoard speed ups. Do other people do that? I imagine there are some that do. It's not something I would ever do myself. You guys won't get the crazy Tesh fighter then. B kingdoms are great. I imagine there are some great B kingdoms out there. I imagine that there are some shitty B kingdoms out there, right? Just like there are some great Imperium kingdoms out there. There are some shitty Imperium kingdoms out there. Every tier of kingdom has your really, really good kingdoms and your really, really bad kingdoms. And a lot of that you can look directly at leadership to figure out why. Cortex went from Imperium to CC and he ran out of speed ups in KvK 3. Yeah, I mean, we've had KvKs where I ran out of speed ups myself. You know, fighting in one of our KvKs, I ran out of speed ups. I probably spent 500,000 gems healing. You know, it happens. You have to manage your stuff wisely. You know, you have to be smarter about things when you play in a low seed kingdom and don't get those speed ups. During the off season, we run forts daily. I mean, I am constantly running forts on my main and my farm accounts, you know, 1+1 forts, so that we get those fort rewards, so that we get those speed ups. When barbarians give good speed ups too, you know, chain in barbs when you can. It's all about being active. Yeah, that's another thing that Kat emphasizes in her interviews too. You know, you can come here, but you got to be self-sustainable. You know, we're not going to sit and feed you resources all day long. You know, you got to come here, you got to bring your farms, you got to be active, you got to farm for yourself. You know, now granted, I'm sitting on a shit ton of resources, right? So if there's somebody who is in off season, I can see them in the pit every single day. I can see them participating in alliance events. They play Ark of Osiris. You know, they're there for all the Karak bosses, and they're doing Soroli bosses with us, and they're active as hell. And they need resources because they're fighting a lot in KvK. You're damn right I'm going to give them resources. But if I see someone that during the off season is fucking off, not coming to events, not in the pits, and then they're asking for resources in KvK, I ain't giving them resources. Fuck that. I mean, I'm putting in anywhere from 8 to 16 hours a day farming on 10 farms, busting my ass, doing every single event. Why? So I can get resources and give them to you so that you can surf porn half the day instead of play the game? No, it don't work like that. Yeah, so here's the thing, okay? Everyone, there's a lot of people that look down on myself, that look down on MF because we're in D Kingdoms, that look down on other players here, Cat, Stitch, whoever, because we're in a D Kingdom. Oh, you get easy kills. They're not easy kills, as you can see. We have enemies that don't fight us. We have enemies that run away from us. And we have to work probably twice as hard to get our kill points as somebody in an Imperium Kingdom does, where there's 24/7 fighting. You know, after a pass opens, we have maybe 1 or 2 days of solid fighting, and that's it. You know, it's not 24/7, 7 days a week. So, you know, for people to say MF is here so he can get easy kills, they can kiss my ass. Yeah, Soup, there are several places where you can see kingdom ranks. The one that I use most often is, I'll put a link in chat to it here. Give me just a minute. There you go. Yep, I'll show leaderboards here, factions. Which leaderboards do you want to see? Here's Alliance Power. Green Acres Lambeau is the place to be. Yeah, that's a great attitude, Tesh. If you're out of speed ups and you can't fight anymore, then whatever resources you have, you share with people who are fighting. What did I do? I was going to show over the other rankings. There's Alliance kills. Exactly, Stitch. Exactly. I mean, I see more shitty combinations. You know, your Sun Tzu and Baibars combos in Imperium Kingdom fights than I do in DC Kingdom fights. You know, in D-Seeds, you're typically going up against other players who are getting MGE spots. They're able to spin the wheel. They're able to farm gems in their home kingdom so they can spin the wheel. You know, usually we're going up against other players who have the best of the best commanders as well, because they're able to get those MGE spots in their lower seed kingdom. There's not as many people to compete with, and it's usually managed very well. You know, so we're not charging into a murder ball able to target a Lohar and Sun Tzu, or a Baibars and Belisarius march, just because, you know, people are out there fighting with whatever they have instead of, you know, the top marches. Honey Badger is a C seed, so there are 3 C's and 3 D's in okay, there's 6 C's and 6 D's in this KvK. Every C and every D, every starting zone has 1 C and 1 D kingdom in it. What's up, Pasta and Lemon? Good evening, guys. Yeah, we initially allied with 2160. We were allies with them in a prior KvK. So this is like light and dark, right? You kind of pick your allies going into it. So we allied with 2160. We were allies with them in a prior KvK. They were friends with 1570. So the 3 of us, you know, allied right off the bat. And then we had just absolute tons of people applying to join us. I was not part of Diplo, but at the end of the day, 1543, 2233, and what is the other one? 1453. All came in and joined us as allies. Yeah, there are some very good, well-organized D-Seed kingdoms out there. So, you know, if people wanna say we're in a D kingdom to get easy kills, yeah, that they can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, you know, until you play in a D seed, you don't know. You don't know. You know, the shitty part about playing in a low seed kingdom is when we play in a Strife of the Eight, there's 32 kingdoms in it. 32. When we play in a Heroic Anthem, there's 20 kingdoms in it. Diplomacy is an absolute nightmare. Sean, I'm a low spender. Does going to a DC kingdom when I get to SOC makes sense. I like fighting constantly, but I also like access to commanders. It's, yeah. I mean, it's a tough call. Wherever you go, you're going to have to fight to get access to the commanders. Most kingdoms these days have a point system or a system where they reward MGE spots to people who are fighting in KvK. So if you can do that in a higher seed kingdom, you might grow faster there because you're going to get more speed ups there than you do in a DC kingdom. You know, especially if you're a fighter and you're in one of the top 2 alliances. If you're in a D kingdom, you got to put in twice as much effort to get the same speed ups as you do in a higher kingdom. You know, that said, the speed ups generally go further. Like our MGEs are rigged. Every single MGE. You know, we put a 5 million point limit. So only the top 15 spots are allowed to go over 5 million total points. Now that still allows everybody who wants to get the base rewards for each stage and not exceed that 5 million points level. Generally, to win an MGE, it's right around 20 million, I think 20 million points or so, and then everybody who's got a spot stacks beneath that. So you're not spending as much to get an MGE spot, because MGE spots aren't free-for-alls. So your speed ups do go a little further, it seems to me, than they do in an AC kingdom. But at the same time, you're not getting as many. We've won 3 and lost 2. Nope, I'm sorry, won 4 and lost 2. I was not in 1029 for their first season of Conquest win. I was their ally in 1052. So a couple of those were before they implemented the stars. Community and leadership is the most important thing. Exactly. I mean, before you go to another kingdom, make sure you do your research. I mean, you don't want to go to a lot of these C and D kingdoms. Leadership passes out MGE spots to their best friends. You know, it's not based on performance. So you really want to do your research before going to a kingdom. If kingdoms interview you or ask you questions before you go there, make sure you're asking questions to the king or the recruiter before you go there as well. Make sure you know what you're getting into. What are the rules for MGE? What are the rules for gold head events? You know, how does this work? How does that work? You know, what are your requirements for kills and deads? What do you expect out of me coming to your kingdom? And make sure you know all that stuff before you migrate. The best thing about playing here, I've said it 100 times, is the people I play with. You know, we'll be sitting on voice just chilling. I mean, Cat will be working, I'll be working, Stitch will be working, Mavic will be working. You know, we can just sit on Discord voice for hours without saying anything while we're all working. You know, and then there will be days where we get rowdy as hell on Discord, or we're playing other games or doing other things too. Yeah, it might be time to start looking. I mean, there's a lot of good kingdoms out there, Sean. A lot of good kingdoms. 2592 is a good kingdom. Dirty Dance Kingdom is a very good kingdom, although I know they're trying to lock down immigration and drop power. But yeah, if you find a kingdom where you can fight and have fun Ultimately at the end of the day, it's a game. It's about having fun. Sure, it's more fun to win than it is to lose, but hell, right? Our camp and our allies' camp. We're gonna win this KvK. But have I had fun in this KvK? Not really. Not really, because our enemies aren't fighting us. So find some place to go where you have fun. That's one of the best things about being in a DC Kingdom factions. You don't see the lag you do in those Imperium KvKs. I mean, seriously. Seriously. And like, we'll be building into Kingsland tomorrow. We might have a flag up that says let Max Tech players port in first. But after we get 2 or 3 flags up, everyone else can port in. You're not waiting for 100 players to port in before you can get a spot in there. Hey, welcome to the Touchdown Club, Sir X. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Pete knows the drill. Drop those emojis in chat to welcome Sir X to the Touchdown Club. But yeah, I mean, every week, at least twice a week, we have players from other kingdoms. Hey, bring your group to our kingdom. Come play with us. We do this, and this. This is why you should come here. I've never, other than this KvK, which has been boring as fuck, I've never had as much fun playing with a group of people as I have playing with these guys. Fun fact, the Packers used to be my second favorite team. Why did they used to be your second favorite team? Did you change to the Raiders? Was a Rodgers fan before Mahomes? Yeah, with the whole reward system now, where you only get so many, I think a lot of people are going to be looking for the lower seed kingdoms to come and play in, so that they get some of those rewards. And it makes sense. Rewards are distributed to not necessarily the highest power players, but those that sacrifice the most. Those that have the most kills, have the most deaths, that type of thing. And give me just a second, y'all. I'm going to take a quick bio break here. So I will be right back. Okay. Did I take the be right back off? No, I unmuted, but be right back is okay. Now it's gone. Nothing to do. You could do your own account review. You farmer or fighter? Let's reset. Let me reset here. Don't have a second favorite right now. It seems like the Packers have a weird vibe the last few. It's not the Packers that have a weird vibe. It's freaking Aaron Rodgers, and he's gone now. He's gone now. The traded to the Jets. Praise Jesus. Fought for my power. Top 15 kill points in my kingdom. It's still around 100 for power, so we'll see if they value that contribution. Yeah, if they don't, then they got problems, and it's time to leave. King change requirements. Last second for anything, huh? Sorry, Tesh. I don't understand. Maybe I missed something there. Have you guys had a king change requirements last second for anything? Honor requirements. Oh, we don't have specific kills and deads and honors that everyone has to push here. You know, we ask that everyone participate. We ask that everyone be available when there's fighting taking place. And again, if you can't, you communicate that to us in advance. I kind of, yeah. You know, setting specific goals for players in KvK, these are how many kills you should get at 60 million, 70 million. I've never been a huge fan of that. And the reason is you're always going to have some players that as soon as they hit that goal, they stop. You know, and that's a problem too, right? So, you know, that's the hard part about managing big kingdoms is you want to set goals and you want to be able to hold people accountable, but at the same time, it's hard to monitor 500 to 600 players. You know, is Jack getting his kill points the right way, or is he feeding kills from some enemy? You know, so it's hard. It's hard to manage. Played KvK 1 multiple times, Lemon. Yeah, I can show you my city skins here. I like Gilgamesh. Did a restart account, part of leadership in the kingdom. Data person did a lot of work going around collecting data from every alliance. The king just changed it out and now we're changed it out of nowhere. That's lost me there, buddy. Yeah, Ramses is still okay. Cyrus Ram is very good in the open field, but I prefer Gilga. All right, so city skins. I'm going to be honest here. I have 3 legendary city skins, none of which I got from Zenith and Power. Alhambra Palace is 3% training, 3% health, minus 10 infantry defense. Got this season 3 of Osiris League. Tupaki Palace, bought this in the KvK shop. 5% action point recovery, 10% archer defense. I use this one generally when fighting in the open field. And then I have the Summer Palace, which I got season 3 of Osiris League. That's 3% healing speed, 10% archer attack, cavalry defense, minus 10%. I use this when I'm rallying with archers and we have the field. And I know my rally's going to stay topped off. Other than that, all my skins are epic. I don't push in Zenith. I've had bad experiences multiple times pushing in Zenith, getting sniped at the end, so I don't even try for those anymore, to be honest with you. When I get bored, I join a jumper group. All right, let me reread that, Tesh, see what you're saying. Did a restart account, was part of leadership. The kingdom data person did a lot of work going around collecting data from every alliance. The king just changed it. Need more context to really judge your king. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. There should be requirements going into a KvK. That said, in the same respect, I see a lot of people that don't. I have seen, not in this kingdom, but I have seen a lot of people that don't put forth the effort until it's a clear victory. Once it's a clear victory, then they'll show up and they'll start fighting and they'll start basically feeding themselves kills. So I think the best managed kingdoms are pulling data, before every pass opens so that they can see what's going on. Okay, this person was here for these fights. This person was here for these fights. They contributed to this victory. Whereas this person was only here after we secured the ziggurat, and they got most of their kill points at the end of the KvK. You want people fighting in the beginning of the KvK, not necessarily towards the end. I've never been a fan of trading kills myself just to get rewards. Never done it, never will. But if you have a good, solid leadership team and a good, solid king and data person in place that are pulling those numbers before each of the pass openings, they're going to have and transparency. They should be sharing those numbers with the kingdom so people can see where they're at, so that people can understand why decisions are being made about MGE spots that are being made. So if you have a good leadership team, then they're going to be making those decisions based on contributions. They're going to be transparent as to why those decisions are being made. Yeah, sometimes there are decisions where, okay, we're going to give John a number 1 spot in MGE. We understand that you may have had more kill points, more deaths than he did last KvK, but he was right up there in the top 20 as well. And he only needs 180 sculptures to max out this commander, which will help us next KvK, right? So there's a lot of things that factor into those type of decisions, but being transparent about it is what the king and the leadership team need to do in these big kingdoms to ensure that people are buying into the process. Banning a whole alliance R4, R5 team like before KvK started. I'm gonna migrate out. So there's a yeah. I mean, I guess if an alliance is gonna migrate out and it's right before KvK, do you really want them getting their rewards? I mean, I don't know what all happened behind the scenes there. Show us your account. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? I mean, it's hard to be able to say. If you don't like it there and you're not happy there and things are not progressing in a way that you like, then find a new kingdom. Seriously. Yeah, exactly, Soup. If the requirements are communicated ahead of time, there are times where you're going to have people that just push to get the bare minimum, and that's it. It's a good point too. KvK1 kingdoms are not very stable and well organized generally. Commander pairings and equipment, please. Sure thing. March number 1. Boudica Artie. That is the equipment. Hopefully you can see it. There you go. Armaments. March number 2, Nebu YSG. Equipment. Armaments. March number 3, Gilgatami. Equipment. Armaments. Garrison. A mandatory Artie. And Boudica's equipment will go on here. Rally. Gilga Henry. Obviously, if I'm rallying, Boudica's equipment would go on here. That's Barb March. Infantry. Juan Scipio. Equipment. Armaments. Second Infantry March is Sargon CJ. This equipment would be different though. I have my Sargon equipment on Trajan for Canyon. So this would be the equipment that goes on Sargon. Here are Sargon armaments. Infantry March number 3 that I generally don't use. It's Harold and Alex. And the equipment that I have on Richard would go on these guys. It's on Richard for Canyon. Support March number 1, if I use it, Trajan Milan. Garrison, Zeno, Hercules. And that's another Barb March. Cavalry number 1, Nevsky Joan. Equipment. Armaments. Number 2, XY Mehmed. Equipment. Armaments. Cavalry number 3, Chandra William. Equipment would be this here. Armaments. Cavalry March number 4, I would not use this in the open field. It's mainly for like filling flags or filling rallies. It's a speed march to get where it needs to go. And this is all T1s for grabbing arcs, grabbing runes. Or it's not grabbing arcs, grabbing runes or grabbing the obelisk in Ark of Osiris. Hope that helps, Muhammad. Yeah, I like Harold Alex until I had Scipio done. I was using Juan Scipio, Harold Alex. Excuse me, Guan Leo and Harold Alex. I do like Harold Alex as a infantry march. It's rare though that I would use 3 infantry marches in the open field. It depends. I mean, if they're running a lot of cavalry marches, I might bring out 3 infantry. And same thing with cavalry. It's rare that I would use 3 cavalry marches in the open field. You know, maybe when the pass is open tomorrow, I'll use 3 cavalry marches just to rush and get where we need to go. But after that, I'll go back to 3 archer, 2 infantry, 2 cavalry. Yeah, exactly. The T1 arc carrier would evaporate so fast. I generally don't carry the arc. You know, we have other players that'll grab the arc. You know, as VIP 18 with the equipment I have, I'll be the one in the middle of the mayhem fighting, trying to protect that arc carrier. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Resurgence. KvK. Yay. So overpowered doing this with 7 marches. Resurgence is going to get pissed off too because we're doing this right next to each other. Well, maybe my troops will buff his and his will buff mine. Who knows? This is going to get confusing, though. I can see it now. I don't want a TP. I'm right next to the gate. I wish they had this next button in regular KvK. No, I hit the second. This is the third. Enemy elimination. I like that. I don't know where we see it now, but you'll see. I mean, you can't do the third until you get the second, right? And welcome, Mark. Good to see you. Bye-bye, Aaron Rodgers. That's right, Screaming Weasel. It's party time in Green Bay. The drama queen is gone. Let New York deal with them. It's funny, Dirty Dan's stream last night. Everyone was asking, this is Kingsland just open. Everyone was asking, where's Shinshi? Where's Shinshi? So whenever you go see Dirty Dan, and if you don't know who Dirty Dan is, go subscribe to him. He's a very, very good, very funny content creator and a good person. But everyone, Shinshi's in his kingdom. And the running joke is because Chisgul it was against Chisgul's Restart Kingdom. So Chisgul's always advertising it, Chisgul versus Shinshi. And really, Dirty Dan's the king and did a lot to organize that kingdom. So everyone's like, yeah, Chisgul's fighting Shinshi. Where's Shinshi? I don't know if I saw Shinshi fighting yesterday at all. So we started the Zero Shinshi. Hashtag Zero Shinshi. It's good fun. Sorry, Surge. If you're watching, I'm sorry, Surge. Yeah, if any of y'all are out there are not yet subscribed to my channel, it's really the only way to talk and chat. So don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. Pick all the subscribers we can get. And likes help the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see. I told Dan I would migrate to his kingdom for 30 days if they wanted me to help Zero Shinchi. I think it'd be fun. Just the content would be great, right? This is just a clusterfuck. It's Resurgence and me in the same general area. Oh, it switched to simplified graphics. There are some days I wish there was a dispatch all button where you could just send all 7 marches out at the same time, but I mean, imagine people just hitting dispatch all to fucking cheeseburger you and then recalling all their marches. I could see them doing a dispatch all button and you can like use it once every 5 minutes, once every 7 minutes, you know, something like that. But yeah, I would hate walking through cities. Somebody dispatching all, hitting me with 7 marches all at once. Or even 5 marches all at once. That would be total chaos. The 7 march cheeseburger, exactly. Because there would be people that would do it, and that would be the only way they would get their kills in KvK. You know, 5 or 7 march cheeseburgering people. It's a race to see who can get done first. Go for it. Go for it. That'd be freaking hilarious. 3 of us doing it the same general area. These are just spawning on top of each other. It's kind of funny. I know there was that one KvK stitch where we were right next to each other and you kind of said, fuck it, and you poured it away to finish yours. I'm waiting to see if Surge does the same thing. I don't think he will. If you want me to kill these barbs over here, Stitch, so you can port next to me, just let me know. Oop, where'd you go? Those alt accounts that spawned like 100 barbarians in one area? No. Was that on Facebook? So you can see with my blue gear on Sargon, it doesn't always do well, but when he's got that legendary gear on, that Sargon CJ packs a punch. Were they all like level 8, level 9 barbs? Maybe I did see it. The 1980s and 1990s are a complete blur. So sometimes I see things and it doesn't register. Like, I'm bad with names, right? I can meet a person and 5 minutes later I forget what their name is. But yet, nearly every song I heard back in the 80s, I can probably recite word for word or sing along with it, just brain retains the weirdest information at times. Yeah, I know 12-inch spawns a lot of those lower level barbs on his alts, so he can barb chain with his main. Does it quite efficiently too. I've never seen anyone spawn a whole bunch in KvK. Yeah, that could get rather annoying. I would imagine. I mean, they limited the number of lohars that you can spawn now, so now people are just spawning low level barbs to block TP spaces. That's kind of lame. I was gonna do Bastion quests, but I don't need to do those anymore. You only have to do 500 Bastion quests in Isle, and those are done already. I don't need more crystals. Well, they do turn into conquest coins at the end of KvK, don't they? Yeah, I work from home, factions. I'm lucky enough to have a job that allows me to do that, so generally I have my tablet up in front of me all day long in meetings and whatnot, and I send farmers out all day. And it's hard to fight though when you're working. So like, I took the day off tomorrow so I can fight if there are fights. I mean, things like babysitting burning flags or watching a pass, that type of thing is relatively easy when you're working from home, but like big fights, it's nearly impossible. there comes Stitch. You know, my boss is great. She's super supportive. I mean, she knows I have a YouTube channel. You know, and I can like taking the day off tomorrow. I asked her on Friday. I said, "Hey, this game I play, this game I stream, we're having potentially a big fight on Tuesday. Is there any chance I can get the day off?" I said, "I understand if you say no. All my work is caught up. All my projects are caught up. I have no real meetings that I need to attend on Tuesday. I'll still log on in the morning and send my clients the reports that they get every single day." She's like, "Yeah, no problem. Go have fun." Yeah, that don't work so well though, serious. That don't work so well. Resurgence must have ran out of AP, so he stopped. All right, that's done. Of course. Of course. I don't need any of these commanders, but of course. It just never fails, does it? Never fails. Hey Marcos, thank you for the subscription. Welcome, welcome. All right, what else do we have to do? Oh, all this. Yeah, I'm sure someone hit me in Lost Canyon right before reset, right? It never fails. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I would do. Perfect. Thank you. I do not know when the next More Than Gems is. Eight heads. Yeah, that never fails, does it? 8 heads on a farm on the free spin. My favorite commander, YSG. YSG, 100% YSG. He's an old commander, and he's just so versatile. I mean, early game, you use him as a garrison, you use him in a rally. He's good for barbs. He's still good on the open field, right? I mean, he's got a. Does he have a museum buff yet? I believe he's got museum buffs, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got another 20% defense, another 5% skill damage there. You know, I mean, he's hard to beat. I mean, if you're only going to run one Archer March, it's Boudica YSG. Yeah, oh yeah. I have been saving for archers. I am ready. I am ready. I will call in every favor I have with Cat to get first place in the Archer MG. If there's fighting in our KvK, I will. I don't know if our KvK will still be going on when those Archer commanders come out. But if it is and there's fighting, I will max the wheel commander after first day of spinning. I will insta-max the MGE commander as soon as MGE is over and I unlock it. We are ready. We are ready. Oh, why will you can't spin the wheel? Or is YSG not on your wheel anymore? Yeah, I would imagine. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. I would imagine it's coming soon, right, Mark? Mark? Well, I mean, the thing I like most about archers is there are many different pairs you can use. Right? It's hard to find well, I mean, Edward, El Cid, okay, let's leave them out of the discussion. But the other archer commanders, you can make an argument for using nearly every single one of them on the field. And there are multiple pairs that you can use with the archer commanders out there. I ran a mandatory Artie in the open field for a long time. Cyrus Ram. Nibu YSG, Boudica YSG, Boudica Artie, Artie Tommy, Gilga Tommy. You know, it's hard to find a bad archer pair. One of the universals, yeah, that's rough. But yeah, make sure you're spinning the wheel for him. You know, if you haven't done so yet, make some farms. Farm your resources on your farm accounts. Farm gems on your main account. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I used YSG El Cid for the longest time. Then it was Edward YSG. Then it was Ram YSG. You know, I didn't see the light with Tamiris until, you know, a couple of KvKs ago. But yeah, I mean, Tommy is, yeah, that's, I'll just stop about Tommy. I don't want her secret to get out. Tommy is fantastic. I love Tommy for a few reasons, right? The poison that she deals, and you know, if there are people that can't join us on voice and focus targets with us on voice, it's very easy for them to see the little teardrop on a march that Tommy's hitting. No, okay, I focus this march, focus this march. You know, it's kind of a unwritten rule. I'll just focus the march with the little teardrop. Do all these tonight in case there is fighting tomorrow. This infinite ghost guy. So this guy bought an account in our kingdom. Expected to get into the main alliance. I sent him to Cat, of course. You know, that's the process, right? You don't just buy an account in the kingdom and you're magically given a spot in the main alliance. We have a process that people have to go through to get in here. Whether you buy an account here or whether you migrate here, it's the same process. You're not getting into our alliance without filling out an application and going through an interview. And he outright lied to me. One morning I'm online and he says, "Bro, Kat said I could get in. Can you let me in, please?" I'm like, "Let me check with Kat. She'll be awake in a few hours." I checked with Kat. She said I did not tell him he could join the alliance. In fact, I told him he needs to leave the kingdom. So I didn't let him in, of course. We communicate with each other. In every good kingdom, leadership communicates with each other, right? So this guy then, we zeroed him. He sniped a gold head event. And every chance we get, we zero him now. You really can't zero anyone in Lost Kingdom because you can't take the resources, but fill up his hospital, give him as many deaths as possible. Yeah, Tommy is sick. Don't tell anyone. Let's keep it a secret, but Tommy is absolutely sick. And I can't imagine what museum buff they're going to give her that makes her better. Boudica and the new guy, yeah, that looks like a devastating march too. And I'll have to rethink my lineup again when the new guy comes out, right? It might be Boudica and the new guy, and then probably still run Nebu YSG, and we might bring Henry out in the field. Maybe Gilga Henry in the field, and Artie Tommy. Artie Tommy is an excellent march because that silence that Artie does to herself gives that Tommy poison just a little bit of extra time to work. I mean, like I said, archer pairings you can do now are crazy. But once these two new commanders come out, man, it's gonna be sick. The only thing that sucks about archers is they're so damn slow. In what world do infantry with big ass swords or big ass spears or heavy axes or whatever walk faster than archers with a longbow? Makes no sense to me, but. Yeah, I like that too. Zug. I'm just gonna call him Zerg. Zerg from like Toy Story, right? Zerg YSG. That's a hell of a AoE march. I prefer to split up my AoE in separate marches. So that if that march dies, I'm still getting that AoE value from other marches that are on the field. But I can see that doing some devastating AoE damage. Alright, let's find a few resource nodes to farm just to get my daily stuff done. There's food. There's a gold. There's a teeny tiny stone. Yeah, we'll grab a few gems. And there's some wood. I mean, that's kind of why I run MetMed behind XY as well instead of William behind XY, just for that extra AoE there. Hey, Mr. Weedy. Kingsland 12 UTC. So probably about 10 minutes here. I'll be jumping off. I'll get my get the thumbnail all done, get the stream all ready to rock for the morning. Yeah, yeah. I mean, those new Mad Mania said it earlier, and I kind of bitched at him. He said they have to nerf those Archer commanders before they're released, and I said, "Shut your mouth." A ruin fight? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Although a lot of people bring cavalry to the ruins. Although I wouldn't know since the motherfuckers in our KvK haven't showed up once. 25th at 4 UTC, and when is this one? '27th at 6 UTC. Okay, so I gotta get a march here. Isn't that right? The 27th? Yeah, that's gotta be right. Oh boy, that's a long march for you, CC. You have fun. You have fun. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta micromanage the archers in the ruins because they get swarmed down very quickly. You really gotta stay behind your infantry players there in the ruins with archers. Oh, hey, let's open these. Ah, nothing. Oh, hell yeah, markswoman. And another one. We're on a roll now. It's my lucky day. Gold keys, I'm trying my hardest. It's so hard not to click this button. Trying my hardest to save gold keys for the new commanders that come out with the Greek civilization. Let's see, maybe spin the wheel on one of our farms. Hey, Goose. So farm account, right? These are my marches on my farm, which I have 0 crystal tech on. But I've got I use Mina Pelagius, Juan Scipio, expertise, both of these. This is a 5551 Saladin and a 55. Forget. Is it 5511 or I can't see. It's either 5551 William or 5511 William. Then I use Alex YSG. And the good old Ethelfled Joan. Epic Joan. So not top tier, but usable, right? Who am I going for here? Yeah, it's gotta be Boudica. How many gems do I have? I can do this twice. Well, that ain't bad. Ain't bad. We'll take that. Yeah, I don't want to do Ceroli. Nevsky is 5411. Boudica 5122. Getting there. Joan, I think she's 21211. So we're kind of limited on the big farm account, but again, mainly for fill-in rallies, fill-in flags. Slowly, I want to get these guys up there, Margaret and Babur. Let's go to farm number 2, see what we can spin on farm number 2. And you'll see these farm accounts get progressively worse as we go along, right? I don't even remember what I have for marches on here. So again, Mina Pelagius. Good old standby. Boudica YSG. Boudica is 5545. So we're almost done there. Got Guan and Sun Tzu. Hell yeah. This should be Ethelfled Joan. Where's the Joan? Where are you, Joan? What the hell? Maybe she's out farming? Probably out farming? Yeah, that's why. And then, yeah. YSS and who's this guy? Ragnar? No, that's not Ragnar. That's Bjorn. Yeah, not a whole lot on farm number 2. Nice. Yeah, that's the point I want to get to. On my other accounts, on my 6 other accounts, farms, my Margaret and Babur is a little better than on these. Old head, I'll take it. Ooh, 15-hour speed ups. Never turn speed ups away. Seriously, come on. 2. How far do we have here? Oh, we're almost there. Tomorrow. Yay! Tomorrow, Boudica will be done on this account. I have YSS on most of my farms. Completed or close to completed, just in case, I want to have decent garrison on my farms in case somebody decides to go crazy. Ring for your sippy. Should I go horn, dagger, or war drums? Ring horn. I probably 4 rings, 3 horns, a war drum, a dagger, a Mora's web on your fighting marches. That's my philosophy anyway. I don't know if you know who Seawill is. He makes some very good videos. He's much more in depth at breaking down stats and things like that. So check out Seawill. A lot of his are in Chinese though, but he subtitles and he speaks English in them too. So check out him. He's in 60 GT, so he really knows what he's talking about. He's got a ton of very informative videos about commander pairings, and he's where I go when I have questions myself about what should I do. I'll be 100% honest here. I'm not the expert at this game. I don't claim to be the expert. Everything I say for advice is what works best for me. What works for me and my style of fighting may not work for you and your style of fighting. 2 daggers if you want to get crazy. Yeah. I can see that. I can totally see that. Yeah, Seawill has replaced Wick Gaming as my go-to for detailed information on commander pairings. And I say this all the time as well, right? Just because one YouTuber tells you their opinion, it doesn't mean they're always right. And I'll be the first to admit I am not always right, but what I do works for me. Which this is my 4th farm. Yeah, I don't know if you even want to see the marchers on this farm. What do we got? Yep. XY Ethelfled, Sun Tzu and Bjorn. And this is for doing barb forts. So yeah, you can see they all get progressively worse, right? But they're flag and rally fillers, flag and rally fillers. I don't ever open field with those anyway. Alright, I'm going to take a quick peek, see if there's anyone else streaming currently that we can send you over to. I have to get the stream set up for tomorrow when the pass is open at 12 UTC. And, alright, it looks like Plato is streaming. I don't know if he's doing Call of Dragons and Rise of Kingdoms or Call of Dragons. His thumbnail is both. So give me just a second to update the stream here, and we will send you over to Plato. When you get there, be sure and tell him Lambeau Raid, hashtag Lambeau Raid. Three drums, 1 horn, 1 dagger, 1 mora, and 4 rings. Yeah, I mean, yes, Smalls. I am very happy that A-Rod is gone. Very happy. That said, guys, I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you hanging out tonight. There's plenty of places where you can choose to spend your time, and I thank you once again for being here and spending your time with me. We'll be back again at 12 UTC for our Kingsland opening. There may be fights, there may not be fights. I couldn't tell you for sure right now. But either way, jump on, see what's going on. Have a cup of morning coffee with us if you're here in the States. Hang out, say hello. Thanks again for being here. We're going to send you out over to Plato when we close the stream tonight. Hashtag Lambeau Raid when you get there. Thanks again, y'all. If you're not subscribed, do so. If you haven't hit the like button, do so. And we'll see you next time.